So close to cashing it in for this offense.
Let's go.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes 3rd and goal. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. To the air, it's Manning. Flushed out of the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off.
And I don't mind this coaching staff and their decision to stay aggressive here with the lead at the end of the 1st half. We've got a quarterback that, in my opinion, has earned the right to throw the ball in these situations, but you've got to be better with your decision-making right there. That's a costly turnover, which now gives your opponent the chance to score some more points here at the end of the half.
Looking to the big tight end. Got his man on the right. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Buckeyes have pushed it inside the 20. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. He might want another play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Buying some time. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. First and goal. Wants to throw. It's Sayed. Trying to find the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance. Excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
Up by 1. They're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. Looking to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking to throw on first down. Release to the back. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Fires to the big fella. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will.
He's going to let it go. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And at this point of the game, you just can't say enough about how good the defense has been covering this guy. Coming into the game, they knew he was the critical factor for this offense with his skill set, but they have really been able to shut him down. They force another incompletion down the field looking his way. To me, that's one of the biggest reasons why they're winning this game.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Wingo. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Longhorns will try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Throwing on the run. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team.
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. That's right, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Texas offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring. And the ball's on the ground. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone, he makes those throws in his sleep.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. He'll throw it. He's got him this time. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. To the air. It's Sayin. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he's already put 1 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. And this one splits the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. After putting up a 3 spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. He'll pull it down. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping him.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, that's why that one fell incomplete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. Pressure coming. Fires on the move. No one in the vicinity as he makes the grab.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up. And
oh, he found a space on the right. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
it's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the one. Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas! One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
They go 83 yards on the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Might be changing the route. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The Buckeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Makes the grab. It's Tate. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Oh, they're after him. The throw. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. State offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders. You're in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. They'll move the wide receiver. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On 4th down, going to the air. Throws to the tight end. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that is a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play, but the defense came up big in a big moment.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds.
Turning it on! And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the steps. Hang on, Sloopy! The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down!
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. And I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They can pick up a yard here on 2nd down. That might put this one in the books. Quick pass on the jet motion. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. 1st down.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. and the field goal unit stays put. They will try to deliver the haymaker and deck them with a touchdown on 4th and goal. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
What a great stop in a big moment for this defense. Nice job getting the stop. Now listen, the ball goes back to the offense, and this has a chance now to be a great finish. That was a clutch stand for this defense.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Quarterback making adjustments. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. He's got it. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. He's got it inside the 15. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. To the air, it's Sayin. He wants it all. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the 4th quarter. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a late touchdown in the final minute that is likely the game winner here. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. To do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. They're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Dropping back, it's Manning. Slings it downfield. On target to the left. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back and forth